Teesside charity that offers support to people with addictions says more are turning to it for help. Recovery Connections in Middlesbrough reports the number of people through its doors during the last year has more than doubled. The rise is mainly down to the majority of its staff having experience with addiction and taking to the streets trying to get others support. Lee Johnson reports.
My life totally depended on heroin. It controlled me on a daily basis, but it wasn't just affecting me, it was affecting my family and my children. And I was in the process of obviously, getting all my children took away from me. I had social services involved with my family, and I knew that things had to change.
Paula's drug use began to spiral after her marriage ended. Cannabis escalated into heroin and cocaine addiction until 5 years ago when she sought help.
Recovery Connections has saved my life, what give me an amazing opportunity. I will be forever grateful for this service, for everything that it's done for me. This service believed in me when I couldn't believe in myself.
Paul is one of hundreds helped by Recovery Connections. In the last year alone, the charity has seen the number of people coming through its doors increase from 76 to 176. 90% of its staff have experience of addiction, a huge advantage, it believes, when trying to help others get clean.
We have to put a face on recovery. We have to get out there. We have to show that recovery is possible through, the positivity that everything about recovery brings. And people can come through our door and they'll get a warm welcome. And, that makes people want to come back.
Peter is one of those faces of recovery. A former heroin addict, he's now clean, has a university degree and goes out every day encouraging others to seek help.
You can't just let it go, do you know what I mean?
So that's what we can do. I can get you into Recovery Connections. Yeah. Our building's round there on Bedford Street. That's the magic here, is my own lived experience. So, this is really, it's not just a job, this is personal to me, I know I know a lot of these people. I've grew up with a lot of these people. I've used drugs with a lot of these people. So when I'm helping them, I'm passionate. And when they see that I've done it, then they believe. They're like, God, Peter, if you've done it, I might be able to do it. And I'm like, mate, you definitely do it. Come along. My mate died a few weeks ago, a really close pal, and I'm seeing 2 deaths a week. That's probably the average we're seeing here in Middlesbrough, 2 deaths a week off drugs. And I seen my mate die the other week, and wow, it knocked me. It was tough, that one. This is my town. I love Middlesbrough, and we're all good people. I got told early on in my recovery, Peter, you're not a bad person trying to get good, you're a poorly person trying to get well, and I genuinely believe that.
Driven by his experience of loss, Peter and others at the charity are determined to make a difference in the town. Lee Johnson, BBC Look North, Middlesbrough.
Certainly dedicated.